The Incident of the Letter, Chapter 5. The characters are Mr. Utterson, Mr. Poole, Mr. Jekyll, and Mr. Guest. Mr. Utterson arrived to Mr. Jekyll's laboratory. He was received by Mr. Poole in the doctor's cabinet. As soon as Mr. Poole left, Mr. Utterson asked Mr. Jekyll if he heard the news. Something happened to their friend Carew. He was murdered, and Dr. Jekyll was concerned about his name appearing in the trial. Mr. Jekyll received a letter and told Mr. Utterson to read it. He needed a suggestion. He didn't knew if he should give it to the police or no. The letter was from Mr. Hyde. It said that Dr. Jekyll needed labor under no alarm for his safety. Mr. Utterson asked Mr. Jekyll for the envelope, and he said he burned it, and that it bore no postmark. He said that it was handed in. He said that the lawyer liked the letter well enough, so Mr. Utterson suggested to return it to the lawyer, and Mr. Jekyll shut his mouth tight and nodded. So Mr. Utterson realized that Hyde meant to kill him. Before leaving, Mr. Utterson asked Mr. Jekyll to pull for the appearance of the person who delivered the letter, and he said that nothing had come except by post, and that was weird because sooner Mr. Jekyll told Mr. Utterson that it was handed in, so that was strange. So when he returned, he sat with the guest. Mr. Utterson was consulted by Mr. Guest. When they were reading the letter of Mr. Hyde, when the servant entered with a note, and then Mr. Guest started comparing the note with the letter, and he realized that it was the same letter. Then, when Mr. Utterson was alone, he locked the letter into his safe, and then realized that Mr. Jekyll forged for a murder.